Did you know your brain can trick you into believing you're not good enough, even when the evidence says otherwise? Imagine this. A single thought, rooted in your mind, could be silently holding you back from your dreams. What if you could uncover and dismantle these hidden mental traps? Stay with me, because today, we're diving into the science of limiting beliefs, how they form, why they stick, and how you can break free. Welcome back to the channel, where we explore the fascinating world of the mind. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join us as we unravel the mysteries of psychology. Today, we're talking about limiting beliefs, those sneaky thoughts that whisper, "You can't do it," or "You don't deserve it." These aren't just random ideas. They're deeply rooted in how your brain processes the world. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your brain plays these tricks and, more importantly, how to rewrite the script. Let's get started. So, what exactly are limiting beliefs? At their core, they're assumptions or convictions you hold about yourself, others, or the world that restrict your potential. For example, you might think, "I'm not a math person," or "I'll never be good at public speaking." These beliefs feel like facts, but here is the truth. They are often just stories your brain has created based on past experiences or external influences. Psychologists say limiting beliefs often stem from early life experiences. Maybe a teacher once told you that you weren't creative, or you failed at something and decided it defined you. Over time, these moments shape how you see yourself. According to research from Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck, our beliefs about our abilities, whether we see them as fixed or changeable, profoundly impact our motivation and success. She calls this the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. If you believe your skills are set in stone, you're more likely to give up when things get tough. But if you see challenges as opportunities to grow, you're already one step ahead. Here's the kicker. Your brain loves to reinforce these beliefs to save energy. It's like a mental shortcut. If you've decided you're bad at something, your brain filters out evidence to the contrary to keep things simple. This is called confirmation bias, and it's why limiting beliefs are so hard to shake. But don't worry, we'll get to how to break that cycle soon. Let's dig deeper into why your brain does this. It all comes down to survival. Back when humans were dodging predators, our brains evolved to make quick judgments to keep us safe. If you saw a shadow in the bushes and assumed it was a threat, you'd run, and that could save your life. Fast forward to today, and your brain still loves these quick judgments, even when they're not helpful. One key player here is something called the negativity bias. Studies, like those published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, show that our brains are wired to focus more on negative experiences than positive ones. Why? Because avoiding danger was more critical to survival than chasing rewards. So, if you got criticized once, your brain might cling to that moment and turn it into a belief like, "I'm not good enough." Meanwhile, it downplays the 10 times you succeeded. Another factor is social conditioning. As kids, we absorb messages from parents, teachers, and society. If you grew up hearing, "Don't take risks, play it safe," your brain might have internalized that as, "I shouldn't try new things." These messages get wired into your neural pathways, especially during childhood when your brain is super impressionable. Over time, these pathways become like well-worn trails, easy to follow, hard to change. But here's something fascinating. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage you. It's just working with outdated programming. The good news? You can rewire it. Let's talk about how. So, how do you unravel these limiting beliefs? The first step is awareness. You can't change what you don't see. Start by noticing those negative thoughts when they pop up. Maybe you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never get that promotion." Pause and ask, "Is this true? What evidence do I have?" This simple question taps into a technique called cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, which research shows is highly effective for challenging unhelpful thoughts. Next, Gather evidence to counter that belief. Let's say you think you're bad at public speaking. Write down times you successfully communicated. Maybe you explained something clearly to a friend or gave a presentation that went okay. Your brain might resist at first, but over time, this helps weaken that limiting belief. Studies from the American Psychological Association show that consistently challenging negative thoughts can reshape your brain's neural pathways, a process called neuroplasticity. That's right. Your brain can change, no matter your age. Another powerful tool is reframing. Instead of saying, "I'm terrible at this," try, "I'm still learning this, and that's okay." This shift aligns with the growth mindset we mentioned earlier. Carol Dweck's research shows that people who adopt a growth mindset are more likely to persist through challenges and achieve their goals. Finally, take small actions to prove your brain wrong. If you believe you're not creative, try a small creative project, like doodling or writing a short story. Each step builds confidence and chips away at the old belief. Psychologists call this behavioral activation, doing the thing you were scared of to show yourself you can. Now, let's wrap up with some practical tips to keep those limiting beliefs at bay. First, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when you notice a limiting belief. It's not your fault your brain latched onto it. It's just doing what brains do. Research from Dr. Kristen Neff, a leading expert on self-compassion, shows that treating yourself with kindness boosts resilience and reduces self-doubt. Second, surround yourself with people who lift you up. If you're constantly around naysayers, their words can reinforce your limiting beliefs. Seek out friends, mentors, or even online communities who encourage growth. Studies in social psychology show that our environment heavily influences our mindset. Third, keep a journal. Write down your limiting beliefs and the evidence against them. Over time, you'll see patterns and progress. Journaling has been shown to improve mental clarity and emotional regulation, according to research in psychological science. And finally, be patient. Rewiring your brain takes time, but every small step, every time you challenge a thought or try something new, moves you closer to freedom from those mental traps. So, there you have it. Your brain may trick you with limiting beliefs, but you have the power to unravel them. By understanding how they form and using tools like awareness, reframing, and action, you can rewrite your mental story. What's one limiting belief you've noticed in your life? Drop it in the comments below, and let's start unraveling it together. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more psychology insights. Hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.